Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss question number 8, 9 and 10 of chapter 8 motion. Okay. In NCERT it is on page number 113. Okay, question number 7, 8, 9, 10. Question number 7. A ball is gently dropped from a height of 20 meter. This is the height 20 meter. A ball dropped from here. If its velocity increases uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per second square, means initially it is at rest, so u is equal to 0 meter per second. Okay, and it dropped from the height of 20 meter, that is distance, if its velocity increases uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per second square. Okay, this is not final velocity, because you can see here meter per second square is there. Okay, it means this is acceleration. So acceleration is equal to 10 meter per second square. With what velocity will it strike the ground? Means you have to find the final velocity. So which formula you used? Here velocity formula, displacement upon time. You cannot use this formula because velocity is changing from u to v. If velocity changes, then you will not use the formula displacement upon time. So you will use here what is given. Okay, acceleration is given here, so you use the formula of acceleration to find final velocity. The formula is 2as is equal to v square minus u square, that is third equation of motion. 2 into acceleration is 10 meter per second square, you put here 10, okay, into distance is what, 20 meter, is equal to v square we have to find, minus u is given 0 square. That will come like 2 into 10 into 20, it becomes 400, is equal to v square. 0 square is 0. That it comes 400 is equal to v square. Taking root, square root, you cut it. Why it is cut? Because again I just 400 is equal to v square root. Okay, 400, this root power is 1 by 2. This root power is 1 by 2. So you cut like this. Okay, v is equal to, you just take it square, it will be 20 meter per second. That is the answer. 20 meter per second is the answer of question number 7. Okay, now question number 8. The speed time graph for a car is shown in figure 8.12. This is speed time graph. You can see here that is speed is written and time. In speed time graph, time is an independent quantity, so it represented on this x-axis, and the speed is dependent quantity, so we represent it on y-axis. This is y-axis. Okay, this is the graph. Now first question is what? Find how far. How far means distance you will have to find. Find how far does the car travel in the first 4 seconds. Okay, you have to find the distance. Shade the area on the graph that represent the distance traveled by the car during this period. So you can see here this is time 4 seconds. You have to find the distance for 4 seconds. So like this is 6. Okay, 6 is not the distance. Okay, if you hope like this, suppose this is 4 seconds and this will be the distance, then you are wrong. Why? Because this is not distance, this is speed. Okay, so first you shade the area. First we do the second part. Now shade the area of the graph that represent the distance traveled by the car during this period. So this is the area, like you said like this. Okay, straight line, it should be a straight line like this. You shade it Okay, then you have to find the distance. We have one formula I already explained you for part 8th A. Okay, the distance is equal to the area covered occupied by speed time graph, and in this graph it is a right angle triangle because 90-degree angle is here, so you will use area of right angle triangle, right. Then S is equal to, we know the formula, half into base into height. Okay, if you want the separate video how can we prove this area of triangle, then I can make if you want this video. Okay, then S we have to find, half into base is what you can see here, base is, this is 4 second. Okay, something is blurred. Yes, this is 4 second. Then you put 4 here into height is 6 meter per second, means 6. Then you cut it, 2 6 the 12 meter is the answer. Part A for 8th question, 12 meter is the answer using the formula S is equal to area of right angle triangle. And for part B, which part of the graph represent uniform motion of the car? First, uniform motion means, uniform motion if it moves with same speed. If it moves with same speed, that is uniform motion. You can see here from 0 to 4 second, the speed increases from 0 to 3 4 5 6 up to 6, and after 6 second here it is also increases. But if you see 6 to 10 second, 6 to 9 or 6 to 10 second, then you see here this part having same speed, this is 7 meter per second. Okay, this part, this, so you can write here x and y. Okay, then, or simply just say from after 6 seconds, the object will have uniform motion. So your answer will be after 6 seconds. Okay, you can represent the time also. Now the next question is, state which of the following situations are possible and give an example of these. An object with a constant acceleration but with zero velocity. An object with a constant acceleration but with zero velocity. Yes, it is possible when we throw an object in upward direction, when we throw object in upward direction, or when the object is thrown upward. Object is thrown upwards, then it has constant acceleration 9.8 meter per second square, that will be. Okay, or in minus, because when it goes up then velocity decreases or speed decreases, but at this point the velocity will be 0. Okay, so you can say when object is thrown upward, then it has constant acceleration, and at the top, when it reaches maximum height, then its velocity will be 0. Okay, that is for part A, 9th A, part A. Then B, an object moving in a certain direction with an acceleration in the perpendicular direction. This is also possible. Here I just write. Part B, the question is acceleration should be perpendicular. So your answer will be when an object moves in a circular path. When an object moves in a circular path, then its acceleration is perpendicular. Why? Because this is the center point, and in spherical bodies all the mass is concentrated at the center. So if you draw a line from this point to this point, then it is a radius, and we know that the radius is perpendicular. Okay, this line is perpendicular. Getting my point? Okay, that your answer will be when an object moves in a circular path, then its acceleration is perpendicular. Anywhere you can write this acceleration is perpendicular. This acceleration is perpendicular. Okay. Okay, again I am saying your answer will be when an object moves in a circular path. Now only last question is left. An artificial satellite, here just write, an artificial satellite is moving in a orbit of radius, that is orbit, the radius is 42250, radius is 42250 kilometer. Okay, this is